There is talk going around that during the planetary alignment that's coming up, and I think it's around the 25th, these dogmen are going to come up out of the ground during the, I was going to say pandemic. No, during this planetary alignment. And these dogmen, they're not just something made up. This is something that people have actually seen. And you may say, well, they don't exist. No, 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 no. And I'm wondering if these dogmen, now let's get over here to the pictures of the dogmen. I want you to see this right here. Werewolves in America. Hold on a second, you all. Let me look at this. What is this flying on my head? Why is something going to fly on my head? Werewolves in they look. Could this be the dogmen? Could they be the werewolves? They could be the werewolves right here. It's werewolves in modern day America. Look at this. The creature described by Mark Sakashian, let me just tuning in, welcome, from near Jefferson, Wisconsin, and Tina Cole's sketch of a creature she recalls in Michigan. So they live in Michigan. If you're in Michigan, you got the dogmen have been sighted in Michigan, and they've probably been sighted since 2001. They didn't just disappear. I do not believe that these dogmen disappeared. Look at this, you all. This is, she saw this dogman. You know what this kind of reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of that, the goats, not the goats, the horses with the bodies in old writings. They had the body of a horse, like the legs and the chest and the head, I guess, of a human or vice versa. You have seen it. You have heard of the dogman, the centaur. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of, the centaur. She's seen this dogman. Look at the sightings right here. She's seen the dogman right here, the beast of the Bray Road. And this is the area. This is Milwaukee. So I guess where the... that's a ladybug. Get it? There is, right there is where I would assume the dogman was seen in Elkhorn, the small town. Let's look at this, you all. The small town of Elkhorn, Wisconsin, is about 100 kilometers to the west of Lake Michigan, about the same distance to the southwest of Milwaukee, about 80 kilometers northwest of Chicago. It's in the extreme south of Wisconsin and was home to around 10,000 people in the 2010 census. Look at this right here, the Bray Road. This is where they saw the werewolf, the dogman. The dogman. They call it the beast of the road. Bray Road. And there's no way you're not going to have me out on this road. There is talk. You saw some in Elkhorn? You live in Elkhorn? Oh, wow. Have you all seen it? Have you heard it? There is a rumor going around. The dogmen are going to come up out of the ground, and it's going to be during the planetary alignment. What if the dogmen are also like Bigfoot? What if they are? They've been here in England too. In Blackpool, there is a centaur in the book of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, written by C.S. Lewis, also known as a Freemason, so they know. They're here in Ohio's National Park. You all watch, listen, you got the dogmen in Ohio National Park. It makes me not even want to go out camping. So are they gooders? Well, they'd be considered as vampires. They got teeth, so they got some teeth, so I would assume that these dogmen, D-O-G, dogmen, they have, maybe they're a carnivore. I don't think they're a vegetable eater. I don't think they're a vegetable eater. Okay, I don't. They got blood dripping from their mouth. right there. The Battle Creek folklore. Look at this. Let's creep. Oh, this kind of reminds me of that black, vicious, dog-like thing on the Never-Ending Story when the Nothing was devouring everything, and the Nothing showed up in the image of this black beast right here. Remember? It was devouring everything. They are like 10 to 12 feet high. It's a giant. Look at this. You can look them in there. You think they're an interdimensional species? You can see them right here too in the woods. That you think they come from another. Oh, look, the werewolf man. They're trying to tell us in the movies. Look at that. Werewolves in the movies. The cryptids. The Nephilim survived the flood. Well, there is a rumor, or there is a thought that Noah was like a giant. He was a giant. Dr. Von Womble, you're right on the money. We got Dr. Von Bombel, Von. You think all the mythical creatures are, yes, that's right. The dogmen are coming out of the ground. Okay, during the planetary alignment. During planetary alignment. Oh, look at this. The planets align. They're coming. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to see this stuff. It's like, no. I just want to see the dogmen. Is what I want to see, and why people are stating that. If you're in Wisconsin and Michigan and Ohio, you are among the notable states with high numbers of sighting, each recording 9 and 8 reports. They're from inside the earth. What's the difference between the dogman? Werewolves are wolf-like canine, carnivorous apes, but the dogmen are true canines. They become werewolf. Oh, wow. They're going to become a werewolf like due to the convergent evolution. They also don't turn any sapient species into their own kind as they lack the ability that werewolf. Are they demons? Oh, maybe they're demons. The dogman is demonic. Who is this Godfrey? In talks, this person called Godfrey emphasized the fact that Shackleman's encounter was associated with a burial mound, the implication being that the dogman has a connection with the spiritual, satanic, and demonic. You had, that's right. We just had a wolf full moon and alignment this past week, and there's another alignment coming up. Why did they have to have the wolf moon? Why did they have to give us the wolf moon? And people were howling at the moon. Yes. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, the 25th. The 25th. And there's what is there like 6 planets in alignment? Is what there's going to be. The devil worshippers exactly is the 25th. The alignment. Let me look at this. Look, they want to say, is the dogman? No. Why do you want to call it a conspiracy? It's not a conspiracy. The team investigates reports of what some believe is shocking government conspiracy. The dogman, the half wolf, half man monster, is said to stalk the Michigan wilderness And soon some say this terrifying creature was created by the U.S. military. Well, I hadn't heard that. I haven't heard that. And you just think, let's think about this. If there's just one dog man, you know that there's more than one dog man. There's has got to be more than one. There's probably tens of thousands of dog men, especially if they're being sighted all over the world. There's more than one. There's more than two. There's more than three. There's more than 20, 30, 50, 100, 200, 500. They're not an extinct species. I believe that they're a species who probably have the ability to shapeshift and come in and out of their dimensions. People have seen them. Silver bullets are not a conspiracy. Silver bullets. Let's see. Can a silver bullet kill a dog man? Gina, why are you talking about that? Well, that's what they use in the vampire movies, or a stake, right? We're talking about the dog men. There's rumors going around that the dog men are going to come up out of the ground during the planetary alignment, which is the 25th. This is after Trump's presidency, and which is tomorrow. And we just had the wolf moon just recently in the sky. That's what it is. That's what we're talking. Can a silver bullet, like in the old movies, bullet kill a vampire werewolf? No, they said, listen. Why would AI, generative AI, why would it even hypothesize? Why would it even hypothesize if this, why didn't they start off as it's not real? Why did they say, for a fact, more or less, no? I said, does a silver bullet kill a vampire? This is AI, truly. When it's talking like this, I believe that it's acknowledging the existence of vampires. Vampires, that's what I believe they're doing. A silver bullet does not typically, look at this. Why is it talking like this? Kill a vampire. In folklore, the silver bullets are often used to kill werewolves, witches, and other supernatural beings. However, vampires are usually killed by a wooden stake driven through the heart. Why on earth? This AI is talking as if this stuff really does exist, that there are vampires that suck your blood out of your neck. And there's werewolves, there's witches, and other supernatural beings that can be used, have a silver bullet, and you can kill them. But they don't sell silver bullets. Why don't we have silver bullets being sold? Does anybody on here ever have had a silver bullet? No, the casings are like copper and maybe, I don't know, some kind of tin. Yes, silver works. Thank you, Laurel Ann. And I like it that the AI is not speaking hypothetically. Oh, no, it's speaking as a matter of fact. And it's referring to folklore, which folklore used to be real. Then it turned into myth and legend and all of that. Silver bullets are used to kill the werewolves. In Anne Rice's work, the vampires are not particularly affected by the bullets. Folklore, they're killed by a wooden stake driven through the heart. Who would even have the, oh my gosh. In First Kill, the vampires are killed by the wood that has been sharpened into a pointed stake, and bullets and sparrows. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if something happened in our world and we had vampires and we had werewolves coming at us and you had to do that? I would not want to have to do that. I wouldn't. I'm not going out tonight. It's so cold here. No, you got to have a pointed, it's like they're telling you on these zombie movies how you can kill a zombie. They want to make sure you got it. So if you are a zombie apocalypse person, they have the movies out to tell, if we ever had a zombie apocalypse, how you can kill the zombies. They're telling you about it too. Yes. No, my goodness gracious, you how to kill a werewolf. I don't want to have to kill a werewolf. I really would not. And would you even be able to get close enough to kill it? Where would you find a silver bullet? You going to cast your own with a mode? What am I going to do this right here? We got the Dogman going to come up out of the ground. In folklore, silver bullets are often used to kill werewolves. It depends on the fictional universe. Why are they talking like that? If they're talking like this, a fictional universe, well, what are you talking about? Do we have worlds within worlds? Are there multiverses out there? Are they acknowledging that? In Harry Potter, Harry Potter, the silver bullets don't affect the werewolves, but a mixture of silver and dittany. Let me see this. A mixture of silver and dittany, I don't even know what dittany is, can close the wounds. In Supernatural, oh, that's a movie? Some werewolves are immune to silver. Well, then I guess they had to genetically modify them to where the silver would not affect them. So just forget about that. We're living in a day and age where we have genetic modification of species. And if they're supernatural, they've been genetically modified to where the silver bullet is not going to kill them. Yeah. Oh, hey, Tam. Yeah. No, there's something going on. The Vampire Diaries. I can tell you right now, I have not watched any of this ever, and I haven't watched any of this ever. I've watched maybe 3 of these. They were pretty good. I have. They just die. The silver bullet. No, they got a werewolf defense. They must be. I don't think they're talking about werewolves. Do you think they're talking about werewolves? They could be. Kentucky. I want to see if there's. One time, my son was out in the driveway. It was around 1 or 2 in the morning, and he was in the shed, doing something in the shed or something, working on something. And he came outside, and there came this big wolf, great big massive wolf-like dog. He looked up, and that thing, he said, it terrified him. It was bigger than my son's dog he has. He has a dog, it's a Kalahua or whatever it is. It's a big dog. This thing was a massive, he said, Mom, that thing stopped in the driveway and it looked at me and I looked back at it. I stared it down. He goes, and it looked at me. It paused and looked at him. And then it walked away as if this was its territory. He said, if that thing would have stood up, it would be taller than me on its hind legs. That's how massive. It put the fear of God in him. And it walked across the driveway. I'm looking over there because that's the direction it walked up into that woods. All these years of living here, never seen anything like that. Now, granted, it didn't look like a normal dog. He said it looked like a wolf dog or some kind of coyote, a massive, massive dog that scared him. I don't know if you're tuning in, we have somebody in Ohio who has seen the Dogman. They're going to come up out of the ground on the 25th. That's how the story goes. It's during a planetary alignment. We just had the wolf moon happening. If those things come out of the ground, you stay in your house. Don't even go out. They're going to come out at nighttime. I would assume that they can't, then we'd have some 3 days of darkness. That would be pretty bad. No, I don't want Rosie. Rosie would not go outside. She's got a really good sense. And she would be able to sense if there was some kind of spirit or entity out there. The 25th is the planetary alignment of 6 planets, and they won't be totally aligned. They won't. But it's like, I don't even know where this rumor started. Planetary, about the dogmen coming out of the ground. I was talking to someone. They said, do you know they're saying the dogmen are going to come up out of the ground? I said, what? Yeah, they are. And it's been going on for around a month. They've been talking about them coming up out of the ground on the 25th. Now, there was one on the, what are they talking about? There was one just now on the 21st. You're right. A planetary alignment would occur on the 21st. Wait a minute. I thought there's also one on the 25th. Now it's saying the 28th. I wish they would make up their mind. I wish they would make up their mind. Look, 7 planets are lining up in the sky. That's next month. Okay, a stunning planet parade visible in the night sky this week. A rare planetary alignment on Tuesday, January the 21st and January the 25th. How can they line up in 2 days? See, January 25th is being promoted online, and I don't know which ones to believe. Those planets. They're the 7 archons parading themselves for all to see. They're telling you they're here. They're telling you they're here. That's what I heard. Well, that's the day after the inauguration. So which day is it? Do you think there's an alternate timelines or some kind of a Mandela effect or something? Because I read earlier that it was the 25th. And now they're saying, well, people are, it's not specific to those dates. Some people see the Dogman in national parks. Hey there, Ada. You think something bad would happen tomorrow with Trump's inauguration? It's going to be indoors, is where it's going to be. I would hope it's not. I would hope it's not. You had the Dogman at your zoo. What zoo is that? Was it a real, did it go in and kill the animals? Attack the animals? I've heard of that before. Oh, let's type that in. Something came in and attacked animals. I would say zoo animals. Attacked zoo animals. Some kind of, I don't know. They wouldn't tell us. Some kind of, I'm gonna say Dogman. Werewolves. Not werewolves, wolves. A pack of wolves. I want to do that. Wolves is what it is. Wolves have attacked people and other animals at the zoo in France and elsewhere. In June, a woman was attacked by wolves at the Thory Zoological Park in Yvelines, France. She was hoping to go on a safari where the wolves and bear roam. So don't you go on a safari. She was bitten in the neck, her calf, her back, and sustained serious injuries. Canada. What if it wasn't just wolves? What if it was something else? Okay, let me help you out. Listen, you think you're going to throw your money at me and I'm not going to hide you as you insult me? You must not know me because I just hit you and you can take your money and do something else with it. I don't want your money. Along with your insult, I'll bring your energy out. That's right. That's why I didn't even acknowledge you. I thought, I don't need to look at this comment. I felt it in my spirit, but it just came over here and I did this. No, I don't. No, you didn't. No, you're gone. You're gone. There's something to the war werewolves. Now, it's true, even in Yellowstone, you can see the wolves or the coyotes, whatever they are. They're big, and the wolf population is booming. It is. What happens when they can't get no food, really? They have been known to kill the livestock, deer, elk, and moose. Wolves are also aggressive toward domestic dogs. Look at that. No, this isn't good. They prefer to hunt large hoofed animals such as deer, individual packs. This is creepy. No, don't do it. No, I don't like to see that. I don't. They're animalistic. If there's a dogman out, I would assume that dogman is animalistic, and you're going to be its prey. You will be its prey, and if you live in an area where these dogmen have been sighted, I wouldn't go in that area. I would not be walking out at night. I would not take a nice leisurely stroll through the woods at night. In the world we're living in, I would not do it. No, I wouldn't. Especially if you hear or have heard coyotes and stuff howling. You think, well, why are they howling? They must have something in that woods. And you come up on a pack of whatever they are, they're going to see you and you're going to be their next prey. You're going to be it. You will. No, this is like awful. I don't like it. I don't. Why is there an Iceman? The strange case of a Minnesota Iceman? What is this? What on earth is, hold on. I got a book, kind of in a hot flash. I gotta bookmark this. I want to hear about the Iceman. I do. He looks like the modern day corpse of a human-like hominid preserved in a block of ice in the 60s. Have you all heard that? A hominid? 2016, they published a book, Cryptozoology. And therein, I recounted a story in Minnesota Iceman, a story that will be familiar and tedious to some of you, and wholly novel and alien to others. Today, in 2023, the story is not at all dead in the relevant community. It's very much alive. My nose is tickling. It's alive, and the subject is ongoing discussion. It involves the overdue same old ground. Let me see this, the subject. I wanted to see about the Iceman. The Minnesota Iceman images. Is that the missing link? Somehow they know there's something trapped in the ice. They cloned him? The odd bones and hairs, and so sometimes evidence of Bigfoot and Yeti are far cry from the most remarkable piece of data associated with the crypto hominids. The complete carcass of a hirsute male hominid, 1.8 meters tall. I don't know how tall that is in feet. If it's 1.8 meters tall, preserved in ice and transported about the United States as part of a traveling exhibition. Late 1968, the specimen was known as the Cybeco creature. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah, they're very short. Very short. Well, it doesn't look too short to me. It looks kind of tall. Well, it's probably around 4 feet or something. Maybe. Um, wow. The Iceman thawed out and is walking in the Indiana snow. Maybe the wolves, maybe they're wolves, but they're shapeshifters. What if they are? Shapeshifters. They very well could be. We're looking at these dogmen and the sighting. They're trying to say, how do we know the dogmen aren't real? That's right. Is it because they're labeled a conspiracy by news people and government people and scientists? Oh, it's just a conspiracy. They don't even exist. None of this exists. It's all make believe, just like the UFOs. No, we didn't recover any bodies. We didn't recover a cylindrical shape, anything, a UFO. It was just a weather balloon. That's all we recovered. That's it. It doesn't matter what the eyewitnesses said at the Roswell sighting. All these eyewitnesses and the people who also were involved with the investigation team, it didn't matter what they said either, or that autopsy. Just take our word for it. This is what we found. And if you opened your mouth and you did see something, they're going to come after you and your whole entire family. They were threatened like that. Yeah. The people that conspired to keep the truth from us. But Trump said that he was going to release the data. He was going to release the whatever files from the Kennedy assassination, the Robert whatever Kennedy thing, and Martin Luther King. He's going to release the documents, is what he said. And I guess a whole lot more to find out who did. Oh my gosh. Oh, what if it's going to be really, really incriminating when he releases those Kennedy documents and finds out who truly was behind it? Wow. He said that tonight. He's going to do it. Well, he's got to do something. He's got to do something to wake more people up. Bush, I heard that Biden was in the car too. Biden was in one of those cars. Was he not in one of those cars? I heard he was. Oh my gosh. There's no telling what's going to come out. We're going to see who, yes. Yeah. Dogmans will not hurt people unless you step on their tail. Well, who's going to get close enough to step on a dogman's tail? I wouldn't want to. I'd be kind of scared. Oh my gosh, I guess you would, Al, honey. You go ahead and do that, Al. We will take your word for it. We will take your word for it. Yeah. It's going to be crazy. The TikTok was back up this morning. They took it down. Yeah. They may make this look really, I would hope that this dog man doesn't look this scary. Well, it kind of reminds me of maybe King Kong. They made King Kong really scary, but King Kong turned out to be a nice, oh my gosh, a nice being. Oh, Mr. A-Team. Yeah, people thought you was crazy, but no, that's right. That's wonderful, Mr. A-Team. I like that. Yeah. No, you all, we got some stuff going on. There's, look at that. And I wanted to do a image of the dog man. We got the dog man, and who was the other thing The Dogman. What was that other thing that they were seeing in places? I don't want a cartoon. Why do they got a Dogman movie? There we go. The Dogman. That would scare me. Maybe they're more, they look scarier than, but I don't know. You just had the wolf moon. I wouldn't want to get on its own. I wouldn't want to get on its bad side. What? Well, what if this is this? What if this is real? The tribe of the dog-headed people. Well, wasn't some of the like Anunnaki had dog head? Who had the dog head or the head of ancient Egyptian ancient who was that? Anubis, thank you. Anubis, A-N-N. Let me see how to spell it. I can see how to spell it. Yes, perfect. Perfect. Now we know there couldn't possibly be just one dog-headed being. There could not possibly be just one. There has to be more than one. There has to at least be two. But in order to have, oh shoot, hold on. I went off my one thing. Hold on. Where was it at? It totally took me out of here. Okay, I'll go back to it. Let me see it. There has to be more than one, because we clearly have evidence right here of a dogman, and then the Dogman tribe, the dog-headed people. Well, I wouldn't think they put heads of dogs on their head. Oh, the Dogman tribe, the tribe of the dog. Oh, look, it was on the 2024. It delves into the myth and the history of the Dogmen, legendary humanoid tribe with heads of dogs exploring their possible existence in ancient civilization. It discusses the reality behind these tribes, their genetic mutations, and their connection to the plasma apocalypse. They got a connection to the plasma apocalypse. The presenter shares insights from various historical accounts and maps challenging the conventional view that these beings were monkeys or fabrications. Do you think they were monkeys or fabrication? The video touches on the cultural and religious aspects of these tribes, suggesting that they were intelligent, had their own societies, and were not merely animals. Well, I think I like that better than a mean, vicious dog that is a carnivore that's going to eat people. Well, but they got to eat something. Well, what if I type in the dog-headed people? Let me do this. I'm going to type in the dog-headed people. Dog. They did not, I don't believe they died out. People. I don't believe they did. Plasma in the sky. Well, we got a plasma playlist on this channel. It's a rather big one, too. And plasma is an intelligent species, life form. Ooh. Look. Oh, we got to get to, I think this is kind of similar to what we have seen before. We got it. Look. Okay. So, synechocephaly. They existed. Look in the old books. Look at, what is that? Do you think this is real? Fantastic dog head. Mmm. Look, we did a video on this too. This was like probably around a month and a half ago, maybe two. We did a video, showed this right here. They did exist. But how come they got hair all over their body, the people, or they're calling them werewolves? The dog-headed men. Historical accounts of dog-headed men. They've hidden the history. That's what they've done. Hidden the history, drove them underground. They really could be interdimensional. What they eat, well, we eat meat. Do you think they eat meat? They could. Yeah. Well, they exist. Their head was in their chest, is where their head was. They just had eyes and a face inside their chest. The Vatican knows about the Dogman. Wow. Look, the head of the dog that bit you. Mmm. All different type of species. Wow. Yep. That is interesting. Four-tier, the strange history of the dog-headed men. Do you think they got exterminated? Or are they really underground? What was the army that was risen in the Scorpion King? And he had that body of a scorpion, but there was an army that he rose from the sand. Were they dog-headed? Is that who they were? A dog-headed army. I don't remember what they look like. With hey there, Rita. They were dog-headed. Is that what the Scorpion King did? He had the body of the whatever, but he had the scorpion as his body. These dog people. Now you can laugh about it, but I'm pretty sure it existed. Wow. Look at that. And I bet we would look really strange to them too, because they think, what's wrong with you? You don't have a dog head on your head. They were the dog men, Frank honey. Wow. Yes, dogs are men's best friend. That's right. That's right. Remember this series they were going to come out with? They were going to have these children in this series come out into the open, and they were different than the humans, but they had to acclimate them into society, the different types of beings into society. And they were scared to come out. Look, cynocephaly. That looks like the Vatican. You think they were in the Vatican or something? The year of the dog. When is the year of the dog? You're going to find a year of the dog. That's right. The year of the dog. That's a good thing. Why did they have to name it the year of the dog? This is the zodiac symbol. Right there in Chinese. It's an earthly branch. If you are a dog, oh, this ain't very nice. People born in the year of the dog possess the best traits of the human nature. They have a deep sense of loyalty, honest, inspire other people's confidence because they know how to keep secrets. But the dog is somewhat selfish, terribly stubborn, and eccentric. That is interesting. I really like looking at this. Look at this. Wow. And their feet, they got normal human feet. It's just like the Naga. What is this? It's the tentacles coming down out of the sky, is what it looks like. See, you had the humans. The humans were around when the dogmen were around. And this one's got great big horns on its head. Oopsie. Oh, that's a really good one, AY. What if the animals for the years are all different species, races that are in the earth, the scorpion, the snake, etc.? Yeah. See? The dogmen. Wow. Well, if you listen to the watch this. This is what the four beasts around the throne of God look like. They don't look human. Well, they got wings and stuff. This one has a face. Look at this one. 4 wings, and they got eyes all over their wings. If you looked at the description of some of them, look at this. The 4 beasts around the throne, or whatever they were called. It's like that. Kind of reminds me of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe too. Like this. Oh my. Who are the living creatures? Look at these big eyes. The eyes are everywhere. They're portals that they come through. The Seraphins. Yeah, the Seraphins. The Seraphins. That's a good one. The Seraphins. Yeah. The Seraphins. That's who I'm thinking of. The Seraphins. Yeah. Let's look at that. They got eyes. They got eyes on their wings all around them. We don't have anything like that on this earth. But then you have this. Look, this is supposed to be a seraph. They got lots of wings. Well, I think we're not getting any good pictures now. It looks like a lot of animal and human traits blended in many different ways with all of that going on. I don't see a reason why there wouldn't be any dogmen on this earth. If there was a dog, the dog-headed people, I really don't see any reason why there wouldn't be one at all. I don't. We got one right here, and it wasn't just a mask. It's the Dogman. Medieval monsters, the dog-headed people. Well, I don't think they're monsters. Now, see, they got treated as a monster because they look different. Yeah. I am going to go. I am. But there is a rumor. We're going to have to see if the dogmen come up out of the ground. Now, I'm not going to be outside at night. Your daughter said that this all the Lord is Bishmoth, ancient Indian god. Said this Lord Bisma is an ancient Indian god. Is he a dogman, Lord Bisma, the ancient Indian god? Because it says, indeed, there are many gods. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Lord, let me write this. Lord Bishma. Bishmah. Ancient Indian god. I'm going to look at it. Oh, yeah. He's got lots of heads. Three-headed god. Look at this right here. Arms. There's so much hidden, and we're not supposed to ask about it. We're not supposed to ask about it. We're not supposed to inquire. We're not supposed to look into. You're supposed to stick to the portals, stick to whatever the narrative is out there. Yeah. And this guy's legs, they look so long. These great big long legs. And I guess other arms to their bodies. I guess. I'm going to go. I am. I don't want to see the dogmen come up out of the ground on the 25th. I don't. I don't plan on being outside looking for them. I don't plan on looking out the window, see if I can see them. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. But thank you all for coming. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all for your input on here. Yeah. What does LA look like? I don't know. I haven't been following the fires. First it was the drones, and then it went to something else, and now it's the LA fires. I wonder what's coming next. I really do. Well, we'll have on the 21st, Trump is supposed to tell us what those drones were. He said he would. He said, give me one day. After the 20th, I will tell you what those drones are on the 21st. So I'm going to see if he remembers to tell us. Yeah, thank you all. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Love you.